The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. For over a century, the war between the elders and their rebellious progeny has left no domain untouched. But now, overpowered by the strength and potency of their elders, the Anarch revolt is over. After months of discussions between the warring parties, the leaders of the Camarilla and the Anarchs have agreed to a cessation of hostilities. For the Anarchs, this is an acknowledgement of their defeat. For the Camarilla, this means that victory lies within their reach. But the unspoken prophecy still hangs above them. 500 years will seven be joined, ruling in defiance of angels. For all his cities shall become ash. For all his dreams shall be scattered to the winds. Let the ancients fear the young, and gird themselves about with laws. You cannot save yourselves, you foolish kings. You cannot stop the coming storm, or even have its rage. So begins the Convention of Thorns. Welcome to our Vampire Dark Ages stream. We here at McStabber Studios understand that some of the subjects that come up during this chronicle are problematic by modern standards. Our goal is to handle these kinds of situations in a manner that does not directly or indirectly glorify these kinds of actions. While we understand that we are playing in a world of monsters, that does not mean we must be the monsters ourselves. Please also be aware, none of our cast are experts in history. That means there will be some deviations between the world timeline and the vampiric world. You can go ahead and chalk that up to the Cainite influence on the mortals around them. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy our story. And yeah, that started in the 80s, and before that, all natural was the way, baby. Y'all don't want to, y'all probably can guess what we're talking about. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to McStabber Studios' Vampire Dark Ages Glimpses of History, and Day 4 of the Convention of Thorns. I am the storyteller who, once again, random shit said at the start of the stream that you're never going to know the full context of, Shanky McStabber.
And hi, I'm Maddox, and I am once again playing Snatcher of Clan Nosferatu.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mama McStabber, and I am playing St. Olga of Kiev, who is fed up with idiot men of Clan La Sombra.
And I'm Beetlesbach, and I'll be playing Yves Marchand of Clan Toreador.
Judy Von Esch, and I am playing Peregrine McSullivan, Clan Sullivan.
Hi everybody, I'm the Ravnos Archon, and I get to play Agustin de la Cruz, also of Clan La Sombra.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyra Glaciate, and I'll be playing Rafael de Corazon of the Toreador.
Hi, I'm Mischievous Red, and I'm playing Eleanor de Valois of Clan Bruja.
I'm Urian, and tonight I am playing Father Jean-Marc Darfleur, Clan Toreador.
Hey, I'm Antera, and tonight I'm playing Federico di Padua of Clan Nosferatu.
I'm Merlord, and I am playing Micah Vikos of Clan Zimitzi with Schrodinger's box.
I hate you for that. I am Inkblood Demon. I am innocent until proven guilty. We'll not talk about that anymore. And I'm playing a La Sombra who he's going to do some La Sombra shit and everything's going to be peaceful or something. I don't fucking know. Whatever.
No one knows. Welcome, everybody. We've already had somebody pull a bin. We're good for the night. So, Red, thank you for satisfying that checkbox because we have to have it happen once per stream. We have to. Somebody has to do it every stream. So you've checked the checkbox for us. I'm not going to go over the full summary of last episode because honestly, that is going to be for Eleanor to do when she takes the stage. But the Day 3 non-events that went on, after discussions and arguments about what to do about the Assamite problem, Olga had an idea of how to help Peregrine. And in using abyss mysticism, Olga took a trip back to the Carpathian Mountains, specifically to the site of the Blood Cathedral, Cathedral of Flesh, right there in the fields where Cupola resided. And well, Gwyn made a deal to exempt her from the Assamite curse. She is no longer technically Clan Assamite. She is her own clan, which, as she stated before, she can't make children, so she is a clan of one, stuck in history. But as we're opening up
And
tonight...
Olga also had her handmaiden darken Peregrine back up to how she looked.
And speaking of that, the coterie, the Belgrade coterie, give me perception alertness, everybody.
Do I have to?
No.
Okay, I'm about to say.
The rest of them do. Not you, Peregrine, either. We're going to see if anyone notices that Peregrine's skin's not quite perfect.
What difficulty?
Difficulty is 6. I'm looking for raw successes, not...
Oh, if it's not quite perfect, Olga's going to kill the fucking handmaiden.
I mean, that would make sense.
If it's not quite perfect, does detect a weakness count as a specialty for this?
How about farsighted?
You know, I'll let you have it.
I think it does, actually.
Yeah, I'll let you have that. I'll let farsighted go, too.
You guys treat me so
I already
well.
rolled, though. Do you want me to roll
Jean-Marc, you wouldn't notice, so you don't
weren't
know
in the
her.
room.
Plus, you haven't seen her as she was younger.
He just wanted to flex.
I know, with 7 successes. That was a good roll. Now you used up all your good rolls for Friday.
No shit.
Snatcher
It's
3.
all right. It's usually cyclical.
Yep. Augustine 1.
Yeah, I can't use my willpower to reroll 3 of those dice.
No, actually, we did say, well, Eve, damn. We did say for the Dark Ages you can. So if you roll 3 dice, just roll 3 dice.
No, I'm good. I'm good then.
Okay. Eve's, her skin tone is off slightly. Just slightly, barely anything. Because Eve's had 7 successes. That's pretty damn impressive. But as we're opening up tonight, it's the start of day 4. It is October 21st, 1493. And the vampires have gathered once again in the monastery's food hall. And Eleanor has gone up to the dais. And I turn it over to Eleanor.
Last night, an attendee of the convention violated the sanctity of the event by attacking another. Let it be known across vampire kind that Patricia of Bolingbroke has forfeited the right of hospitality and thus not protected by any agreements reached during this convention. Aside from that, after hearing statements from Clan Assamite, debate was had regarding whether they were to join the Camarilla. It was decided that Clan Assamite would be allowed to remain independent and not forced to join against their will. The focus of Day 4 is to discuss the proposal of a masquerade to govern our conduct with mortals. I believe Unmata would like to speak first.
Unmata steps up. He is... It's hard to describe Unmata. It's clear in his life he practiced mortification of the flesh for his tribe that he was a part of. He has got implanted ridges under his skin. He has still got hooks left in him, ritual scars. But as he steps up, he looks over the gathered kindred.
Point of clarification, this is the Nosferatu?
No, Malkavian.
Malkavian.
Mm-hmm. I foresee a rain of blood and fire that consume us all if we do not unify. My clan, the children of Malkav, shall perish utterly if we do not make common cause with those who seek to end this warfare and destruction. We must overcome our blind, unreasoning hatred for those different from ourselves and accept our children back into our hearts, lest we destroy them and destroy ourselves by our unthinking cruelty to our younger brethren. And when Umada does that, Hardestat looks over, oh, please. And Umada looks over, I have seen your fate. You will be betrayed and taste the dragon's fire before the end. Trust me. Hardestat kind of gets a little taken aback by that. Do not discount my words. This is the true vision. We must unify, and we must not just allow the Anarchs to join us. We must accept them back to our hearts as their brethren that they are. And then Umada just gets down and walks out of the room, just leaves.
Raphael, I believe you were next.
Yes, I. After such foreboding words, Raphael goes into the dais. I have what is called a resolution. I've tried my best to attain it, and with time, experience, and connection with others, I have come to this conclusion, and I'm happy to know that many here seem to align their own perceptions to this. I've brought it up. No matter the wars, no matter the chaos that has been happening amongst our midst, the humans are not unaware. And with that, they bring fire. And with that, they bring their weapons. The very weapon that struck Hardestad yesterday was human-made. And I've seen the destruction they caused. Older kindred, younger ones, affiliation to the Camarilla or not. They don't care. They bring to us, exactly one thing, that is death. And I defy anyone here to tell me, can they take us out? With their numbers 100-fold for us. Are we above them? He looks at Hardestad. Is our rule above them?
I will not bow to our food.
It's not bowing. It's survival. Let us be reminded of the 5th tradition, that thou shalt not reveal thy true nature to those not of the blood.
Yeah, many generations broke that one.
Yeah, elders broke that one.
Sure did.
Many elders. And elders are to blame. You, Hardestad, all of us are to blame for what is happening. The killing of our tithes, of our blood. Mortals are going to slay us no matter the circumstances. Because how many of us we fight, how many of us we kill, they can do so tenfold. We violated the spirit of the 5th tradition, and we are paying for it in blood. I raise my question to the whole gathering. How many of us have lost children, allies, our very own science for this Inquisition? How many more shall we lose? You say, he looks again at Hardestad, that you shall not bow to your cattle. And this cattle is envious of your power. Do you not see? How their envy is driving them to anger and wrath and fire through your kingdom. No. We must hide for them envious eyes. Honestly, for this time forward, we must no longer live openly amongst them. We must remain hidden. We must pretend to be nothing more than mortals. That is the only way for us to survive. Because This Inquisition will not stop. These incursions will not stop. We need to hide if we seek to remain in existence.
I must second this opinion. The only way for us to continue in existence is to remain hidden and separate from the humans. This allows us to continue running our hierarchies, administering our kindred rules as we see fit amongst each other. But if we continue being open with them, they will come for us. Their technology will advance, and they will come for us. By remaining hidden, we can continue our lives as we choose to do so, and we can still select from them who will be our children and our food as well.
But of course, this is not a decree. This is a discussion. That is my point. I would like to hear the others.
Durga Sen steps up. Raphael de Corazon has proposed that we hide from mortals, making them forget we even exist. And I can see many of you agree with him. Others, and she looks towards Hardestat, think we should crush the mortal opposition. I would argue a third position. We should leave them alone. We shall not hide from them, nor shall we seek to revel in their fear of us. You, and she looks again at Hardestat, who want to compel their obedience. You're a fool. You cannot even govern your own children, much less thousands of mortals. And then she looks over at Raphael, and you who want to bury the knowledge of our kind and hide your faces, you are a fool as well. Once known, it'll always be rediscovered. Play your game, you'll indulge in this masquerade, and it'll serve you for a while. But when our true nature is revealed, it'll be all the worse. Not because they fear you, but because you've lied to them and made them look like fools. I call for leaving them alone. But I am only one woman, of Ravnos at that, and no doubt many of you here have long since bothered to listen to the Romani.
One question, madam. If we do as you propose, leave them alone, what do we feed? We can't do it from each other. That is a grievous sin.
We are not going to hide, and yet we're not going to rule over them. We will do like it was, according to history, in Enoch, once again in Carthage, the willing, those who accept us.
Another point of order. Where is Enoch now? Where is Carthage now?
Enoch was destroyed by our father Cain for what they had done in his absence, for their own little war when child rebelled against sire. You see the parallel?
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
Carthage was destroyed because Clan Ventru and Clan Toreador could not abide that someone had built something better than them. And she looks right at Hardestat when she says it.
And remind us all what happened to Rome?
Rome fell because of the hubris of the Ventru.
And yet one is a founder and trying to lead us.
They tried to rule from the shadows in Rome, and their own decadence destroyed them.
Yes. Decadence is the problem.
I've said my piece. Whether you hide or not, the choice we make here will come back to haunt us. And Hardestat looks over. I will not hide.
When Durga leaves the dais, Olga's actually going to walk up to it. And she just turns her back to Hardestat, like he doesn't even exist, and looks out at the crowd. She leans her arms on the dais and says, "We 6 co-rulers of Belgrade ruled our city for centuries, through many generations of the humans, and did so mostly from the shadows, as you say. However, what we did lack was the decadence. We ruled in service to support humanity in our city." And then she actually cuts eyes straight at Hardestat and says, "And it encouraged better quality of food. Better quality of childer. We have not had any rebel against us." And then she turned back to the crowd. "I believe you all could learn something from us if you dare listen to us Easterners." And then she just leaves the dais.
And Hardestat looks over. "Perhaps learn from you. But there are other Easterners. Micah, what is your clan's policy on your leadership in Transylvania?"
Oh, how very kind of you to ask what I think of our leadership that I have renounced. If you are asking my opinion on what has been spoken here, my spirit lies with Durga Sin. But there is much to be admired in our friends from from Belgrade and how they have managed their city.
I know your lands. Many of the rulers rule openly, where the people know of the vampire, as they call them, the demons who stalk them in the night. Do you think your clan will accept a rule like the Masquerade?
Will yours?
As much as it pains me, I will follow the rules set here at this convention.
It's been a rule from the creation of us all.
But as you've pointed out, and he looks to Raphael when he said it, it has been ignored by most.
Convenient that that one can be ignored and forgiven. I shall petition, when the time comes, all those who violated the laws of Cain.
You will have to wipe out.
I said petition, I didn't say wipe. There are multiple ways to pay penance. Creative ways if you actually have the intellect for it, which I doubt you do.
And Camilla steps forward. There is much to be said. Durga raises a point, but Olga raises another point. In theory, it would be great to not hide ourselves and yet not rule them. But in application, that would be near impossible. It is our nature to strive for dominance. In one way or another, even you, Olga, who have ruled from the shadows, you have ruled.
And I admit it. Yes, I have.
Yes, that is the way it is.
And she outstretches her arms towards her fellow rulers and says, we all ruled. We had special areas that we each controlled.
In a perfect world, Durga's idea would work. The world is not perfect. This reality is imperfect by design. I do not think Durga's idea would work. That would only leave whether to hide or not. And Raphael is correct. Everyone here, at some point, has been guilty of breaking "Thou shalt not reveal thy nature." Whether it was to embrace one, to ghoul one, we have all broken it. And this is what we have paid the price for. This is what brought us here, to this meeting, not just the war. The war of the Anarchs just added visibility. The mortals could not help but see us when we're fighting each other like we were. When Mata is correct, we have to unify. And it won't just be Clan Malkavian who falls. You will find many clans do not make it through the ages. Pillars of the Camarilla must be set. Only when the pillars are whole will we survive. 7. There must always be 7 or more. If it goes below 7, destruction comes. Though I see a time when it shall be 5, which heralds the end.
Raphael points to Gabriel. You, well-articulated La Sombra.
Yes, I am ashamed to admit this, but I've been swayed. But a mere handful of moments ago, the position that I took was congruent with Hardestat. So I apologize for my mental folly. I would, however, add something on a more serious note. It does not matter what verbiage we throw around, the terms and the nomenclature therein. What matters is results. No matter where it is that we land on this issue, the other issues, mitigation must be of the highest importance. It is impossible for all of kindred kind to not occasionally reveal themselves, if through nothing else than variance or bad luck. It is why I believe that the best course of action is, what was that word you used, Snatcher, a few nights ago, a compromise? I think that we should not entirely hide ourselves from humankind. If for no other reason than we need to know what weapons they could eventually turn upon us. what they're thinking, what they're believing, all of these things matter. Even fools have good ideas every now and again. And he unironically looks at Hardestat and then rubs his temples like, what the fuck was wrong with me? We should seek to influence them, to rule from the shadows, preferably by Lasombra. But sometimes it's short stock. They put a lot of faith in, well, their faith. And he shoots a dirty look over at a certain true faith believer. That is the best way to manipulate them. Their religious beliefs are what they cling to. They don't know any better. Their beliefs and their entertainment is how we should also manipulate them. To steer them away from us. We keep the thumb not on the scale, but within arm's reach of the apparatus. And if the Camarilla could promise to do something like that, it might mitigate the unease that some of my fellow anarchs feel. I will say this. I don't mean to cast blame, but I simply state a fact. This started happening when what became the Anarch faction began to be oppressed. If the Camarilla is to rule, they need to do so responsibly. Because if you pick a fight and force one to defend themselves, then sometimes fights get messy. A shadow government, pardon the pun, is good, and he looks over at Olga. And I would be amenable to such a thought. But in closing, I will leave you all with this. If you push the Anarchs to the point where they have to fight back against the Camarilla is the only one with blood on their hands when the Inquisition comes. Be better, or you'll die with us. Because for as much carnage as some stronger Lasombra can wreak, the fire will catch us all. Not me, but I'm smarter than most of you. Not me.
Yosef looks over at you. Yosef, the Nosferatu founder. There's much to be said about ruling from the shadows. Some of us have always had to rule that way.
Well, I would say this. You could write a treatise, and my kind would read it very seriously, and then burn it promptly. But you understand.
There's a reason my kind are known to be the ultimate survivors, because we have always had to hide from the shadows, to lurk at the edges.
And
it
you've
has
also
taught us
found...
to...
Sorry.
It's taught us to endure. And just how lightly you can hold the reins of power, yet still rule.
I would say that your kind have also found that some shadows are quite comforting, welcoming. And the best way to wield power is to wield it softly, effectively, and as little as possible. I don't have to swing my sword very often. If I do so just enough to spur good faith.
I do appreciate that comment because that does raise another, let's say, interesting point. He looks at Saint Olga. You yourself said Saint Olga, that there is much wisdom in those that have walked your path and walked alongside you. Well,
Yes, there is.
I cannot believe that I am the one to say this, but many of mine have been remiss to listening. So please, does you or any of your fellow rulers have wisdom to offer us in this prospect, as you are experienced in a similar situation?
Let me first introduce my fellow rulers and what they ruled. I will start with myself, as I have been the most vocal of the group. I, as Saint Olga, I was not sainted at the time we took ownership of Belgrade. It came later. But I had, in life, been a queen. I knew how to maneuver nobility. I even tricked an emperor out of making me his new bride in life. So I knew how to maneuver nobility, and that is what my specialty was. To my right, Lord Snatcher here handled the more undercity type activities. Thieves, whores, those kinds of things. Because they exist in every city.
You cannot stop a flow of sludge. You can simply direct it.
Exactly. To my left, Lord Yves Marchand took care of arts in the city and a bit of logistics as well.
My in-life connections to the trade routes proved quite valuable in the distribution of luxury goods.
Then further to my left, Lady Peregrine McSullivan was in charge of ensuring that those the least fortunate were supported and allowed opportunities, and also facilitated education and helped with the diversity of religion, of which I also had a hand in the religious sector of the city. So that we ruled jointly. And she nods to Peregrine.
You talk about trying to rule. You talk about trying to handle the humans. Problem is that they can't handle themselves. So you find a way for them to unite. It's not only in education and allowing them to believe what they wish to believe, making sure that they are not being prosecuted for their beliefs. I have and always been a pagan. I believe in the mother above all else. I believe in the truth and in awe. But at the same time, I respect everyone else's beliefs. I also believe that if you educate, then people will not only believe, they will question, grow, and develop. So I understand where the humans are coming from because I helped facilitate that. And then we didn't make men higher than women. Men and women were the same. On top of that, for any orphans, we had orphans being taken care of the widows. And the widows helping the orphans. There was a circular cycle of humans helping humans. We just made sure that they were all being taken care of and that they had the hand in it. We just made sure things happened.
Did the talented thrive?
Yes. Many
And then they moved on.
generations of them.
Very much so.
We wanted to make sure if they thrived, they made sure they went to other cities to educate.
But
We had
what of the weak ones? They were crushed, as they should be, correct?
Why
No.
would we crush them? They crushed themselves.
You see this look of strange confusion on Gabriel's head as his somber mind is
Why
trying
do
to
I have to lay a hand on them when they take care of themselves?
There is this thing, and I'm not sure if you've understood it or not. It's called karma and dharma. I know it's not a Christian understanding, but at the same time, it's a wheel, it's a cycle. God, you know what? I'll try and say this in a non-religious way. It's called a circle of life. And the willing and those that wish to turn around and be grand will do so. But those that unfortunately cannot, they have another purpose. You may call them weak because you have deemed them weak. But they might be strong in some of the other pursuits. You may not acknowledge it because weakness, maybe for you to think, oh, they kind of do this, they kind of do that. But did you know what they could do? Did you turn around and sit with them and develop their own skills? Because nobody is weak. They're just underdeveloped and undereducated.
Well, I would say strength is not just a sword arm or
I never said it was.
spells. No, but I'm just, and that was in response to the I deem them weak. Strength or talent manifests.
You have put an expectation on their strength and their weakness just by saying, oh, did you crush the weak? Because you put that expectation on them. Why don't you let them see that what they do? Because who knows?
Allow
They
me
could be
to
grand
explain
one
this
way,
like a
but
La
not.
Sombra.
Oh, please. Because
Yes,
apparently
this-
I'm not doing it. His
That's
mind is
okay.
No,
closed.
I'm not saying that you're doing a bad job. I just
Let me
these are
explain this
foreign
like a La
terms.
Sombra. Amongst our kind, it is only the fittest that survive for any length of time. Amongst the humans, it is different because they are not immortal. They have short lifespans,
Yes.
and some burn bright, and some burn a little softer. But they still burn,
Figuratively?
figuratively.
Okay.
They all
Just-
have capability, even if that capability is being a thief or
But
being
these are useful.
being a cripple on the side of the road that literally picks your pocket. That's still a talent.
Incredibly useful.
Exactly. So even what appears weak has strength in the humans.
I
Do you
will
understand that?
I will respond as a La Sombra.
Yes.
Not all strength is contextualized. Talent is contextualized. I just mean to say that if somebody is given power and not earned it, you get, and he like gently motions towards like Hardestat. It
I
can
understand
be,
what you're saying, Gabriel. I do.
Ugh.
It's not necessarily about giving them power. Those that aspire for power, if they are worthy, they get it.
A
If they are not, they
meritocracy?
don't. A meritocracy, yes. Of sorts. In Belgrade, there was a noble family. So they would never be ruling the city, but they may have positions in councils. They may have positions in different areas that they could shape their own city if they wished it.
But if someone better came along, theoretically, they could be supplanted.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes. Yes, this makes sense. I look back over at McSullivan. your words make more sense to me now. I just needed it explained, so I did not become an idiot man.
I appreciate
so
that.
I was just trying to learn. I meant no offense.
I suppose then I'm going to have to learn how to speak Lasombra then.
I can teach you.
Oh, great, thanks.
We prefer pictures. And he bows.
And last but most certainly not least, my own broodmate, Lord Augustine de la Cruz.
If we are finished discussing how humans should rule themselves, can we get back to the matter at hand about whether or not we should hide amongst them?
That actually does bring me to a question I have for you, St. Olga, if you have nothing else to say about how you rule. You rule from the shadows, but there are times where you must have reached beyond them, at least a little. You have human servants who are in your confidence. You have Childer. They have to know. Did you have us? And we've touched upon this, but no one said what that looks like. We can't be in the shadows all of the time, or we will not grow.
Absolutely not. I ruled from the shadows. I did not claim that I always existed in shadow.
Is there any guidance you would wish us to have from that aspect then as well?
Lucida, who's been lurking at the edges of the room, I would offer an example, if you would allow me to.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sister.
Of course.
Prince Radu has ruled openly, yet in the shadows, at the same time, for centuries, replacing himself over the years with descendants, also himself. He uses a combination of makeup and other accessories to make him look aged.
He even takes
over time.
brides.
And then, when it is time for that ruler to die, he goes back to a younger version of himself and rules once again as his own descendant. He has done that for centuries and managed, for Zemitzi, to do quite well at ruling openly, yet from the shadows. No offense, Master Vikos, but a lot of your kind do not do that. As someone who has traveled east and west and have walked more than I think most of you could ever dream, I have seen all the methods of rule. I do have a question for one here, one who, like me, may have a unique perspective. Federico, you were a soldier, were you not?
I was a mercenary.
How does, as a mercenary, fighter for pay, if you have a bad general leading your army, or you have a good general leading your army, how does that affect the performance of the army?
It affects order. It affects morale. A good leader will inspire us to fight harder, fight stronger. The bad will, he will find his camp a little smaller in the morning and a little smaller the next morning.
Do you all see the parallel? A bad ruler of our kind does much the same.
We are made from humans.
I would like to interject just for a moment, if I might. I would entreat all of you to consider all of human history that we've been able to observe over our very long lifetimes. They do not in any way allow predators to exist, at least not for long, in their civilizations. So I would say that, I mean, I agree with our colleagues, Joseph, and even Gabriel, despite his many manifest failings, though not beyond redemption, um, that ruling from the shadows is our best option for the future of our kind.
I have walked from one end of this world to another, at least what we know of it. I have not been to the New World yet. But what I have seen the follies of ruling openly. I've seen the follies, bad generalship. I have seen the follies of those who abuse the power because they think they have a mandate from God. For those who doubt my words on that one, you need only look at my sire. And Kato is legendary for his excesses. I have seen the Inquisition. I have fought the Inquisition. I have fought our own kind. I have fought others. How many here know the ways of the werewolves? Do you know, unlike our kind, they are protected from revelation. When they reveal themselves, mortals forget. They will it away. They explain it as something else. We do not have that protection.
We are too much like them.
Because of that, as long as we are visible, as long as they see us having what they have, immortality, power, as long as they see, as Jean-Marc puts it, another predator in their midst, we will have no peace. While I am willing to fight all I need to do, are all of you willing to say the same? I've walked the roads where every night I have to watch my back. Every time I sleep for the day, I watch my back because I'm out there in the wilderness. Do you all want that for yourselves? Do you want that for your children? Because that is the world you will have if we continue on the path we were now.
And we will rule nothing.
As Mata said, we will rule ashes. Our ashes.
Not even that, because if it's ours, we cease to exist.
That is a turn of phrase I was using, sister.
But I completely concur with my dear younger sister here. I have also traveled great distances, times and times again. And I will tell you, I have witnessed many failings of our kind. I have witnessed the hatred amongst our kind. I have witnessed grand things amongst our kind as well. 'Tis not all been bad. But this masquerade, it must be truly a performance. And she looks to Raphael. We cannot just hide. We cannot just leave them alone. They are our food. They are our stock of servants. They are our stock of potential childer. Because we are made from them as much as they are our food. We must learn to step just one step backward. And do as Lord Radu does. Do as we did. Do as others have done. Not be so direct and in their faces. If you must be among them, play human. We were once. Try to remember.
You speak on an interesting proposition. The masquerade, as it was elegantly put, is a tradition of the courts from many different noble houses in the East and West, actually. In it, we are no one but our
And
masks.
everyone.
And if we don ourselves masks of humans, think that is not so different than our looks and our presences or our best. We might as well be capable of feeding. We might as well be capable of having and holding power, interacting, finding potential suitors, potential children. And for that, once it's secured, we can reveal ourselves to only them, to bring them amongst our kind, and not in any other occasion. He looks at Eleanor. I propose that for a discussion, the implementation of the masquerade, in which every individual that signs and every clan that adheres to the Camarilla shall be bound to it, bound to follow it, bound to intermingle with the humans if they must, and then only break it. He looks at the others with proper allowances to guarantee time food or time new children. Of course, is anyone here have any other feedback for that?
Yes. A brief note.
Please.
If we do the masquerade as you call it, we will become inevitably more entrenched with the mortals. There is a duality there. So we should write this, if this is what we agree on, to be flexible. If we have to hide but still interact, sometimes the best disguise is hiding in plain sight. So what a masquerade breach is, one might not be to another. We have to be very careful as to what that does and does not look like, because it will change over time.
Yes.
I'm guessing.
I agree.
I think the shadow analogy holds well here. There are differing levels of darkness amongst the shadows for whatever is needed at the time. The point is never to be fully in the light. But if you need to cross closer into those shades of gray, for whatever reason, as long as that knowledge and light doesn't come to be, you're fine.
If it is ever a concern of lack of tools to accomplish these feats. And Snatcher will sort of half look to Micah as the only active Zamisi to reference. There are ways to change yourself. And knowing that it won't work, he will ripple as if he was disappearing, but not committing to it, just to give the example. Ways to hide yourselves. And as other points of consideration in this discussion, how did that noise go with Hardestat? Bang? It feels appropriate. As we have seen, they did not kill him. They barely inconvenienced him. But those were human-made. We cannot deny that. Before, a human could only ever hope for a bow, perhaps a trebuchet. They are advancing. I believe that will soon outstep us.
That gun will be better. I believe it's called a gun. That gun will be better next week, next month, next year.
They have generations to improve it.
Be there every fucking shot. But when you said, what was that sound? I thought it was the sound that your Hardestat made. It sounded like that sound. It was that sound, I thought.
As another thing to consider, why are so many afraid of hiding themselves away from those they consider common? Is it not a sense of superiority? Oh, they are so beneath us, they do not know we are here. And Snatcher's clearly trying to appeal to the more high clan mentalities with that statement.
Mm-hmm.
And who's to say that this will last indefinitely? We all are Cainites of patience. What's 50 years of trying out a bit of quiet? As a test, if nothing else.
We will have children, Childer, of newer generations, and they will eventually rule, and they will have to make that decision. If society has gone to their liking to come back out into the for real light. We'll see how times have changed. But for now, being stories, I think, will be suffice. We were merely stories to our denizens of our city. We didn't confirm or deny them, but there were whispers of vampires.
Vampires are very known in Transylvania, though.
Correct, but we will be stories. We have made our presence known. We will be in their mythologies and their whatever tales they have passed down. And it won't be entirely correct, but we still have made an impact. So we are, like I said, in plain sight for most of us. Kind of like a Snatcher. And
is there anybody in opposition of this so-called masquerade remaining?
Hardestat looks, you know my feelings. I've stated them. Though it's clear I am to be bound by the same rules as everyone else. I see where this discussion has gone. Never let it be said that I do not bow to the will of the rules set forth in this convention.
Shall we take it to vote?
Think so. I guess for the sake of simplicity, any opposed?
Hardestat is the only one of the founders who is opposed.
The masquerade shall be incorporated into the treaty. I think for the sake of ensuring that it has the leniency that it needs, we should have some of our expert writers. I know, Gabriel, you've been doing a bit. Yves, I think you have too.
Wrong, mostly, but
Work on the text to ensure it's what it needs to be.
We shall work together.
Lady
Yes.
McSullivan is an outstanding scribe.
Thank you, Lady McSullivan, as well.
Try
And-
to learn the Sombra for you.
And with the vote
will-
taken, I think actually right here, go ahead, Gabriel, before I go to
Good.
break.
Listen, I will try be more amenable to better speaking ways. Thanks.
With the vote taken, it's actually a perfect little pause for us to go to break. We will see everybody in 10 minutes. Please enjoy the break music from, of course, Carlene, because it's a vampire stream. Got to have Carlene. And welcome back, everybody. Before the break, the discussion was on the masquerade, which a vote was held, and Hardestat was the only one who didn't want to bend. Even Micah did not vote against it, though. Knowing how Micah ends up in history, I don't think Micah cares about a masquerade.
We're not voting with Hardestat, though.
That makes perfect sense.
That is valid as fuck.
And you know, the decision was already made whether you had a vote or not on that
Right.
one. No point in jumping into that one. So as we're opening up, the vote is over for the day, and groups are going their second way. But as the Belgrade coterie is, Gwen's about to leave and people are stepping around, Jean-Marc and Federico come up to the Belgrade coterie. And for the Belgrade coterie, I mean, you've been around Moncada before.
Yes.
You can feel, or Moncada, sorry, I keep saying his name right, it's Moncada. You can feel Jean-Marc approaching. He just has a way when he
Do
gets
we
near you.
need to roll the willpower?
No, because he's not actively trying to force you away.
Okay.
Friends.
Friends.
Snatcher will still
Ah.
subconsciously take a half step back.
Yeah, same.
Olga doesn't
Same.
move.
Hmm.
She's
Oh,
been
yep.
so used to this with their sire. She's like, this is
Yeah.
nothing new.
I was going to say,
am I
he just kind
disturbing
of like
you?
winces a little bit, but he's like, hi.
You wouldn't be able to help it.
I will maintain my distance if it bothers you.
Is there something the two of you wish to speak on?
We did. I did.
Oh,
And I defer to Federico.
Peregrine, did you have something?
Give it after. See
Okay.
what Mr. Federico wants to talk about.
So as it came up in the conversation, I was a soldier and I value order, a regimen. While I think masquerade is a good idea, it's not perfect, and I think you all realize that. I don't need to belabor the point.
No.
What I do want to talk about, though, is the next question.
All right.
It's probably to me at least, and probably to Jean-Marc to some degree, most important. The Justicars and the Archons.
Is that the next question?
I believe so.
Interesting. Well, we've already established that no one that was in the room that evening could be Justicar.
Correct.
So it had to be anyone possibly at this convention that wasn't in the room that evening.
Is this
But
also
it is chosen by the clans now.
Which is a strong step forward.
Yes, it is. Because I am doing everything I can to undermine the power of Hardestad.
and does this
Giving-
also go ahead? I'm sorry.
I was going to say, giving the founders he's not speaking loudly.
Yeah, no.
Giving the founders that much power would lead to more slavery and
Yes.
additional, well, not new problems, recurring problems.
Something you may not know about our city, Belgrade. We outlawed slavery.
And your city flourished? Go
and
figure.
it flourished, go figure. We even allowed the Roma with their vampire kin into our city and into our lands outside our city and gave them opportunity as well, and they thrive.
Few times slavers entered our cities, they did not leave.
No.
I am very upset about this.
That you didn't get to participate?
I was being showing some sarcasm, but yes, I would have enjoyed participating. To follow up to the leaving power, taking the power away from the founders, pick the Justicars. There still needs to be oversight with the Justicars. What happens when one of them steps out? Because you know us, we will step up.
I know. And she looks to her companions. She especially looks to Augustine. He's a general. He knows how to manage order and structure within ranks.
We are men of action, Federico. We understand that if a subordinate steps out from what the general wishes, they are dealt with. It must be the same with a Justicar. The rule of law must be enforced by a council that sets down the laws. This treatise that is the basis of the Camarilla, it is going to be those laws. Yes, the traditions must be upheld. There must be no room for interpretation. Then we must all agree to the letter of the law. The idea of it can be nebulous, can be gray, but the consequences cannot.
What say you all then to the clans? They've picked the Justicars. They form a tribunal. And then sick the other Justicars on them.
I would agree with that, because they need to hold each other accountable.
I agree.
Because if one fails to uphold the law that they are tasked to uphold and rule on, then it makes them all look bad. It makes them all look suspect.
One weak link breaks the chain.
Exactly.
I concur.
This Camarilla is shaping up to be so many concentric circles.
As it should be.
I say again, you know us. If there is a way to weasel out of something, we will find it.
I understand that. That's why it must be locked tight.
Correct.
We had a bit of a and I'm saying this to Jean-Marc. We had a bit of a row, I want to say, on the second night, did we not?
A bit of one, yes.
Just a wee bit. She pulls out from her cloak this thick, thick book. And we're talking like 3 C's thick. And she kind of hands it to him as if it weighs nothing to her, but it's heavy. That
What is this?
is what we did in Belgrade for all of our social services. The intermixing of not only Christian, pagan, but of all the other different faiths, as well as what we did for the orphans, the widows, as well as all of the educational things. And not only is it in Latin, but it's in three or four other languages. I wasn't sure in which ones that you were well versed in. I'm versed in, I
Latin,
believe.
obviously.
Well, vast majority know Latin, but many don't know the others. So I transcribe it in 4 or 5. If you ever choose to, shall we say, learn about the older religions, that's in the back. I'm hoping your Irish is good.
I must admit that Irish is not one of those languages that I know, although it might be worth learning.
Why? Why didn't you know it? Didn't you go over at some point? Oh, and how is your illumination?
Oh, I can make letters.
Did you do that as a boy or as a grown scholar?
Oh, I've learned. I have known since I was a small boy the advantages of being the second son. One tends to be shunted towards more theological and learning.
I was the 13th child and kind of sold. So I don't know exactly what that's like, but I was told how to write in the Irish and the Latin. And that's older Latin. Oh, 625, 650. I hope your reading of Latin is good on that one.
That will not be an issue.
Excellent. So if you read about that, that's exactly all the social services that we did.
This is an incredible opportunity to learn.
Enjoy it. You will learn how we not only had pagan rituals and sites within our religious district, we had Orthodox Catholicism, of course, because of the Eastern Orthodoxy, but we also had Roman Catholic.
But we must
and Protestant.
We must all somehow manage to coexist.
Exactly. And it was within a district. All the churches and chapels and sites were there. And everyone coexisted.
I accept this gift most graciously. Thank you.
Do color your eggs for Easter. It's Ostria for us. Ostra is celebrating of spring.
I'll consider that.
Yes, why not? It'd be something you're a Toreador, you not?
I am.
And I'm going to tell you the truth, okay? Christianity has a lot of La Sombra influence. Expect they stole a lot of things.
Okay, that seems reasonable. I mean, but judging by Gabriel, I suppose it's possible.
I mean, if it worked for the people, you keep using it. You just rebrand it.
Yes.
If through all of this, you feel you need something to bind this together.
Yes.
And I noticed this of all the rulers along the Carpathian Mountains. You could claim territories, you could hold your own. There was always something greater and worse. Cupola is not something mythological.
Really?
Truly not.
Going to only a few of the nights, even when you are far away from any sorts of violence, you feel it.
Olga
Feel it
and
with
Peregrine
every
both get a
step.
shiver up their spine when he mentions the name Cupola.
The Zamisi learned it early. You must stand unified, or there is something greater.
Don Federico, have we satisfied your curiosity? I do not wish to separate myself, but
No,
I see someone I must conversate with.
no. We are all in agreement that there needs to be more balances and checks, as it were, for
Perfect.
this fledgling organization.
I will excuse myself and forgive me. And I will
evening.
step away.
And as Augustine steps away, Olga, you see Lucida moving out of the room.
Oh, excellent. Please excuse me. I need to speak with my siblings. And she will walk out and grab them both and be like, we need to talk now.
Okay. And we'll follow them as they move down out of that room into another part of the monastery.
Yeah. How secure are the quarters? She would have had them tested by now.
You don't have any blood sorcerer, so as far as you know, they're secure.
All right. She'll take them to her quarters.
Okay. I am sorry if I spoke out of turn in the meeting. I did not mean to interrupt you, but I felt
Not at all.
I had some experience I could add to the discussion.
Absolutely. Your experience is completely valid, sister.
But, of course.
No, please, if you ever have things to contribute, please do. I know you must think something of me based on our father, but he doesn't really know me. I made sure of that.
There's more to it than what I know based on father. I know why you were canonized. I've been in the city. Your temper is legendary.
Yes, but they canonized me as the patron of widows and converts.
But your name is spoken.
For revenge.
For revenge.
Indeed. It isn't my temper. It is my fury. And it is typically wielded at idiot men.
I have learned. Idiocy knows no genders.
That is true. That is true, but it is the idiot men with power that think that they can control me.
And in counter to that, I offer Nova Arpad, if she could be found.
Oh, she will never be found.
Power, for many of our kind, has a tendency to create certain outcomes.
Yes. But anyway, I asked you both to come speak with me because I believe as a family we need to discuss some important matters. Lucita, I'm sure you've heard of the arrangement that no one in the room the night that the Justicar question first was brought up, but not truly discussed, that no one in the room would be allowed to be Justicar.
I have heard that.
You were the only La Sombra present at this convention that wasn't in the room.
That is correct as well.
I plan to nominate you for Justicar for our clan.
I plan to second that nomination.
And what does the eldest that we know of who will sign this treaty, what does he say?
She holds on to the locket. Do you concur with my judgment?
I do not know this one, but she will serve.
Does only Olga hear that, or does
Only you.
Okay. He says he does not know you, but you will serve. He knows me better than father ever will.
I can vouch for this.
If I am the one put forward, I will accept it. I will choose my own Justicars,
Your own Archons?
or my own Archons.
Of course. Of course. This one only made known that there must be the Sombra Archons. They don't necessarily need to be yours.
The one thing I've learned in my travels is not to solely focus on one clan. My clan's matters.
Exactly.
We must get alternate opinions, even if those opinions sometimes tell you you're wrong.
Indeed. I do hope someone will pick me, though, because I plan to go east. Far east. And I can give good information.
I will give it thought.
Doesn't have to be you. But someone needs to, because otherwise that information's going to be all mine. Brother, is there anything you wish to discuss?
Our dear little light has brought it up earlier, and it almost stirred me to speak out, but I held my tongue. I think now that we are together, alone, I must beg you, Lucita, to be better than Moncada was to us. Everyone that we have, if you have listened, has complained about how their sires have treated them, how their creators have wronged them. This Anarch War is not something that stirred from nothing. These creators created their own enemies. Don't do that. Don't be that has come before you. If you can promise me that, I know you will go far.
As much as I know the both of you have questioned my choice of traveling companions, one thing he has taught me is to look at everyone and do not judge them by what is said of them. Do not judge them by what you think they are. Judge them only by what they are, who they are, and what you know they've done, not what others have said.
He has finally grown into his wisdom as a Malkavian. I'm proud of him.
I'm not always sure it's him anymore. He has consumed so many now.
Oh.
But in some ways, I think that's given him more wisdom. Perspectives of so many. Though I do not condone his actions. And were I to be a Justicar, I may have to
bring justice upon him.
Yes. But it has granted him wisdom.
I would say to give him a head start, perhaps, of some years before you hunt him in earnest, then, if you accept this Justicar position.
As was said during the meeting, I was not there. His past crimes are forgiven, provided no one brings
the petition.
A petition against him.
This is true.
As long as he does not continue his activities, I will bring no petition myself.
You have wisdom as well, sister.
I've learned a lot.
I can tell.
And I dare say, brother, at this point I could best you.
Oh, I do
With the
not doubt
blade.
that. You are a force of nature.
I've learned a lot.
I'm gonna approach her and just kind of, with my look, ask her if I can touch her. And I'm gonna bring my hand up to her face.
She nods at first to touch her, but when you do touch her, she briefly shies away a little bit before she gets control of herself.
No, I am not our creator. I am proud of you, and if you did not know that you have grown into your namesake, let me be the first to tell you.
Indeed. I am also proud of you, sister.
One day, I will bring justice upon father.
Let me know when. I will help.
As will I.
Justicar or not, that is my vow.
I have every intention of becoming a better master of the abyss than father. Let me know. I will help.
You know he will never agree to any of the terms set forth in his
Of course not. He'll side with the anarchs that he hates over this. Because he's just as headstrong and stupid as Hardestat.
He is worse than Hardestat.
I know.
Hardestat is merely
He's a
arrogant.
pompous piece of shit.
Mankata believes he is the gift of God.
I know.
Touched by God.
I know. He's delusional as fuck.
Buddy.
Yeah, a saint will touch him. That's for sure. But yeah. No, this is why I told you. If you meet the one I mentioned, work with her. There is no Asimite assassin better than her. And in your travels, you are likely to meet her at some point. Fatima Al-Kindi.
I have met her.
Good.
She is another that travels the roads.
She does. Keep on her good side. One day we might have to contract her.
She does not hire herself out.
Then get to be friends.
She performs the function she feels is necessary.
So she has a sense of justice.
A sense of something. She has a code, and she follows it rigidly. No. I have to go back to what I'm doing.
Of course.
I have been keeping an eye on the halls. Do not think things are as peaceful as they appear.
Of course not.
Of course not. Convention of vampires.
And as she
at the lead.
As she steps out of the room, Snatcher, as you were moving over to see Micah, it's Vika Mykos. No, Micah Vikos. Gabriel intercepts you before you can reach Micah.
Not so fast.
I've learned over and over during these nights that I am not especially fast.
Oh, I'm sure you could be quite quick. That room
What can
over
I
there.
do for you, sir?
Oh,
and Snatcher will just turn on his heels and walk, but also give like a wave back to Micah, like I guess in a second.
I'm going to turn to Micah and wave like a very cheeky, I got him first, haha. And then I'm going to close the door because I'm secretly scared of Micah. It's what we can do for one another. Snatcher. I am Gabriel. We haven't had a chance.
Snatcher will accept the hand that I'm guessing is being held out to him.
Right. That's right. And in that hand is a card, a business card. And it simply says, Gabriel, La Sombra enthusiast. I want to do business with your kind. Because your kind thinks like my kind.
Do we now?
Very much so. You want to survive, and you like to stay in the shadows, and you have this incredibly wonderful trait of not being cataclysmically stupid. And that is so rare to find these days. No, it's not just a Ventru thing, of course, although that is a trait that they do have. See, when we were speaking about the masquerade, the nuances and whatnot, you were vibing what I'm saying. So I just want to say that I, as a humble, albeit weak, La Sombra, I owe you a favor. And I offer you that favor as a sign of good fortune. Because my people will contact your people. I think we can do business. And your friend Augustine, he's my friend too. Don't tell him I said this. I might kill you if you do. But I like Augustine. He's a good guy. Terrible fashion sense aside, with the shoes and the feces on the pants legs and the lack of jewelry, swagger.
Unless it's all intentional.
That makes it worse. That makes it significantly worse.
Only if you see clothes as a display.
No, I see clothes as an opportunity. Everything you do is an opportunity for messaging, outward, inward, for how you communicate, how you reject, how you express. Everything is an angle. Things you don't even know that you're doing or not doing is an angle. Snatcher, that's how you live. See, I've studied the Nosferatu for a long time. And where people, mean no offense, but where people see an atrocity or ugliness or something different, I see ingenuity. I see survival. I see thinking. I see logic and reason. And some bullshittery. And some thievery. You know, the things that keep us whole when times get tough. So I owe you a favor. Just you. You can't sell it off. You can't trade it. It has to be reasonable. You can't ask me to go punch Hardestat in his mush or whatever.
Why would I ask a favor? You'd probably end up doing that for free at some point.
Let's see, this is what I'm talking about. Now, but in all seriousness, I do hate to be serious. It's so boring. Just want to have fun. But on the matter of business, at least hear me out in the future. Or a representative is all I'm really at. Because I've seen how you played your card. You don't like to take big swings on the poker table. And that's okay. I do. Big swing.
I will readily accept this favor.
Good.
In good, strong faith, no less.
I believe, but not like that stupid priest. That's bad faith. That's bad faith. I have to kill him.
I believe it's just faith.
Oh, that's
The ever gullible Moncado is similar. Although he believes anything you tell him.
Never met him. Don't care to.
Consider yourself blessed.
I'm going to be honest with you. I really only care about Clan Lasombra. That's all I truly care about. But even Clan Lasombra cannot exist in a world without rules. We need a frame. And your kind can help. I view the Nosferatu as the infrastructure, the things that actually make things work. The unsung heroes. But who needs songs when you can be well paid? Who needs songs when you can have the freedom to do what you want within reason? Well,
I can see quite the business opportunity.
Yes. Excuse me now. I have to go ruin someone's night, and I just leave abruptly. And as I kick open the door, not to break it, but to make a show, I yell at Micah, "He's all yours. I've left him intact, although now he's a better man." Interpret that as you want.
And we might as well let that scene continue with Micah and Hell, because that kind of exit, we'll just let that keep going.
A better man. I say to Snatcher.
As Micah enters, Snatcher will just sort of half comment in Vlog. He is so... It's almost as if he thinks he's on a stage.
Indeed. I close the door. My dear Snatcher.
You have been through much. Insults, disrespect, a rather interesting detachment.
Interesting? That's the word you come to?
Well, more the actions that led up to and preceded it.
Indeed. More interesting, perhaps, that a certain someone seems to have absconded with said detachment.
When smuggling, it is best to collect your cargo early and expeditiously.
Very expeditiously. And covered with such a performance. Shall live on in song.
At least for a couple of hundreds.
Well, nothing lasts forever. Perhaps one day in a few centuries, some scholar will dig it up and reveal it to the world again.
I did have something of a realization with that display.
Indeed.
I have always been one that started as someone who hated his guise. Hated being Nosferatu, considered myself damned. As I aged and ruled among Tzimisce, I realized there was no time for such doubt, especially not in oneself, that Tzimisce would see it as weakness.
This is true.
And I grew so focused, serious. Criminals to navigate, a city to help rule. With that display, truly all just from the advice of an odd Malkavian I met. reminded me that I'm more than capable of still enjoying myself. More just a matter of trying to learn how.
Yes. There is such a world out there to enjoy. You need not lock yourself up from it. Though there is wisdom in finding the way that suits you best.
I suppose I would just need to look down many roads.
Indeed. And there are many roads. Each moment is its own crossroads, leading myriad places. Even the wise cannot guess.
You travel one of these roads, if I'm not mistaken.
I do.
Perhaps we can speak sometime on that.
It would be my greatest pleasure.
I've come to a realization. I think you are going to be experiencing strife as times will go, given the reactions at least one of the founders seems to have towards you.
Yes.
Would you want a trick to help keep you hidden?
I have a great love of tricks. Do you offer to teach me one?
It starts with being quiet.
Oh, I can be so very quiet.
If perchance in exchange you could instruct me in the ways of the senses.
Oh.
I feel an exchange could be rather beneficial for us both, Micah.
I believe so. I could teach you so many things about the senses.
Shall we shake on it?
Yes. I offer my hand.
And Snatcher takes it just the same. Scales as
Lovely.
cold as ever.
Oh, yes.
And then
look forward to our further discussions on all such things.
as we run into each other.
Oh, yes, of course. I see you're very popular.
So it would seem. And Snatcher
Snatched
will
right out from underneath me.
only for a moment. And Snatcher will, not fully thinking, but doing it anyways, give a wink.
Only a moment, indeed.
And then he will be the one to exit the room first this time.
Okay.
Maybe looking back at Micah just a second longer than he probably should.
Oh, yeah. Holding gaze.
Okay. Now we're flashing to Eves and Gwen before Gwen leaves the room to go and work on writing this treaty. I turn it over to you two.
She can write and while I can ask. Are you busy? I know you're going to start on something. Something I've noticed.
She's got a new, fresh book she's starting to write already, and she's like, "You okay?"
Well, I was going to ask you that because not 24 hours ago, something happened to your clan, and I've noticed your complexion is a bit paler.
Well, what do you expect from a curse?
I just don't know if you're feeling any other effects. I know being pale is kind of what we are, but
Okay. Nothing like having your soul ripped out of you and turned around and chucked out, and then, some kind of caged curse weaves into your body, kind of burning you alive when you're not really alive, but halfway alive, and then it turns around and locks you in.
That's a lot of imagery. But
I mean, you
yes,
understand it now, don't you?
yes. I don't know. I just can I make an insight? Just
Yep. That would be the one to roll would be probably for your case perception, empathy, or expression. And for Gwen, it would be manipulation subterfuge.
Does impeccable lives apply?
Of course. Difficulty is 6 for both of
and
you.
since I'm not too far away, I can't do farsighted. Is
No,
6, you said?
farsighted won't help with that one.
6, you say?
Yep, difficulty 6.
Or
Mm.
She beat you. So you
Yep.
believe what she said.
All right. I'm just. I just think it's kind of echoing of the night before, just how unfair this is, and now you're bearing the effects.
well, what do you expect? They
I-
turned around and decided this, and you heard those that came from Alamut. They pretty much said, "Fuck it." They don't give a shit about any of us that aren't in Alamut,
Mhm.
and they decided to protect whatever they had. Let's
No,
face
it's
it,
just
I haven't been Asimite since the embrace, since I broke the blood bond that they put upon me to learn thaumaturgy. They never checked up on me. I haven't seen my sire in centuries. And they have completely and utterly disregarded anything I've done in the name of being an Asimite and as an emissary. And I get locked into this.
I mean, what's your plans going forward? I mean, it's those who commit the Amaranth. It prevents it, at least for outside clans. But
Yes. Yeah, don't I have to turn around and drink somebody to kill them?
no, I wasn't saying that. But
And I've got enough
kind of
power
like
as it
looking
is.
around. I'm not going to mention it.
I'm not.
But
I'll say it out. I was never going to drink anyone, nor to do anything to anyone. Never have, never will, never cared. But I look at it
yeah,
from the standpoint of it is. It is what it is, and you just have to keep on rolling with it. So I will say this. What I said last night. Whatever is allowed here to be done to the Asmites will be allowed to be done to you too. Because you think they're going to stop at locking one clan down.
Oh.
Because of our egregious sins compared to the things that what the Ventru have done, what the Toriador have done, what have the Bruja done, what have every other clan done as well.
all right. Well, I'm just. So, what are your plans going forward after this? I mean, we're gonna go our separate ways. There's not gonna be doubt.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't thought of it just yet, but I'll exist. I might be the thorn in somebody's side for a wee bit. Maybe make sure that the prophecy comes true. Who doesn't like a little bit of fight?
Well, I have plans, ideas.
Where are you going?
Got this new world, begging to be
An idea.
mapped.
Oh, well, then I'm not going to see you for centuries now, am I?
I don't want to see anyone. I don't know who I'm gonna encounter.
Well, I'll say this. Depending on what happens in the next, I'd say Give me a couple of decades. I might travel over. Just give me a sign of where you are.
Well,
You
if
know the
somehow I can make a message over there, then I would.
you know the tree of life. It's an old Celtic symbol. She'll actually draw it on the paper.
I think you've mentioned it over the centuries, but
The Norwegians call it the Yggdrasil.
world tree.
But that's where you're at. Leave markers about. I'll find you.
Used to have something similar back in the caravans, and we know where we're going. One of those signs. Easy
Okay.
enough.
Just leave it around. I'll find you one way or another. I'm good at tracking people once I get away about it. And I know you'll never change your face, so I'm sure if I get over to the other side, I can find you real quick. I may or may not have a little bit of a spell for that.
I'm just, I've painted faces for centuries, so I just have no that little thing. I thought you were feeling ill somehow and weakened.
Is it a little light or too dark?
It's lighter
So I'll put it on a little
than the
darker
night
tomorrow.
before.
Look, no one knows how these curses work, and they didn't taste it out prior to. So, lucky side effect?
Guess you could have gone off worse.
Oh, yeah, I could have died.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing like saying, oh, well, there's Paraguay. That whole Irish pound of ash. Can't do shit with her now.
I look at her notes, and I was like, well, how do you get back to creating and writing?
Well, I'm going to write so I can write this thing so ironclad that even the Catholics can't even slip through it.
It's quite a chore, but if
Nah,
anyone
no,
can do
because
it, it's someone with centuries of experience. Yes.
because I want to make sure that this is so ironclad that even Ironstat can't even get out of it. Piss off a scholar and a scribe. I'll show him just how ruthless I can be.
I'm just wondering how he's going to fare over the centuries over this, but
That's his problem. He made his bed. May he
it's
die
just,
in it.
oh yes, I just love to see the consequences.
Oh, don't worry, we'll have centuries to watch that one.
I can watch from afar,
Fair enough.
very far. All right, make that ironclad. Make
So
him
I'll be
wait.
saying, oh, I'll make him wish he could wiggle through it.
She lets her write.
As the conversation ends there, Augustine had started to head back to the main mess hall so that he could speak with Raphael, and Olga is wandering the halls of the Abbey to
Just contemplate some things.
get her thoughts lined up. Olga, you come upon a body in the Abbey, bleeding, cut up, ravaged by something. And as you get closer, you realize the body you see is Mario. And right here is where we're going to end this episode. I'd like to thank you all for coming. Thank all of the players and the guest players. You all have been fucking amazing. You've been bringing the heat every fucking week in what is a very difficult stream with this many people, and I love you for it. You, the viewers, have been coming out. Love you all for being here for it. This was something I've never tried before. I'll be honest, I've never had this many people on stream at once. We have had this many people in Zoom for recordings before, but not all in one scene. So thank you all for being with this. Please, everybody, first of all, XP. Everybody give yourself your 10 XP. Matter of fact, if you didn't give it for last week, because I forgot to say it, give you last week's XP too. I mean, I give 10 XP episode for this because this is the end, buddy. We're almost done. So I give it out freely right now because I'm not giving it out on Friday nights.
That's the truth.
Yeah. So please, everybody, join us on our Discord. The cast of this show and the cast of all of our shows come directly from our Discord. And let me tell you, if you're on the Discord, you can apply to be at our tables because, I mean, that's what all these people did. And I'll be honest, as I always say, keep an eye out for miniseries because miniseries are the best way to dip your foot into whether you want to stream or not because you don't have the long-term commitments. Normally miniseries 2, 3, 4 episodes. Some of Ravenous Archon's episodes are like, miniseries go up to like 6, but it's still a miniseries. You don't have these long commitments like some of our other streams where, 10 weeks on, 3 weeks off, 10 weeks on, 8 weeks on, 3 weeks off, those kind of things. So if you're curious about streaming, make sure you meet the tech requirements, but apply for games because we even have one open. If you like Call of Cthulhu and want to play on a Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, our wonderful keeper of arcane lore, Dr. Tiss, has her Call of Cthulhu guest roster open at all times. You just have to contact her if you want to be a guest player and make sure your tech meets the requirements. And guess what? You can probably get to be a guest character, though I will point out her guest characters tend to stay around a while and somehow end up full cast. And I don't fucking know how, but that fucking happens.
It was me.
Not just you. There's another motherfucker down there in the other corner.
Know. We don't speak of him. I'm mad at him.
The corner boys down there. The punishment corners. They both came on as guests. So, and we also, we do non-stream Zoom hangouts as a way for you to hang out with the community. We do them Saturday nights right now, at least, because there's no Saturday stream. And matter of fact, we do it about every other week, which means we're probably due for one this weekend. But we'll see. It depends on everybody's mental state and where we are about spoons and shit. Don't send us spoons. So please pop over that Discord. We also watch out for each other. If you want to catch our back episodes, pop over to our YouTube. You can catch back episodes of this, of all the seasons of Dark Ages, of our For Dust We Are, our finished chronicles, such as Hidden City, Kansas City, Domain Divided, Windy City After Dark, all those shit. You go check all that out. Plus, if you want to see some Mage, catch up on Mage. Though I do say that when this stream is done on Wednesdays, Changeling will be starting back up. So it's also a perfect time to get caught up on Changeling. By watching the back episodes of Changeling, you'll see some very familiar faces in it and get to have some fun with Changeling and some people who aren't in Dark Ages. So you should check that one out. And after Changeling, it'll be Mage. So keep an eye out for Mage too. You can go catch the back episodes there. Just make sure that you give comments about how much you like the mummy you meet in episode or season 2. Because I'm not partial to him or anything, but you should, give the mummy some props. If you want to see some D&D or Call of Cthulhu, pop over to London Esoteric Society's channel. And coming in August, I'm going to have to change that and make sure I specify 5E versus 2E, because coming in August, 2E starts up. Greyhawk Calls is coming in August, everybody. And once I get off my ass and make the intro, you'll start seeing it on our intro reel. I just haven't figured out what I want to do with it yet. But, it's going to be fun. So definitely check that out. If you want to see some friends, check out our friends list. We've got some amazing friends, one of which, Peregrine of Clan McSullivan there. Judy Von Ash, what you got going on?
Well, I like to choke things, I like to stab things, and I like to make things that people find either adorable, cute, or want to chuck at somebody. Why? Because who knows? Because you can't use this, you can turn around and use a trash fire. It's a thing. If I am not doing something on my channel, which I'm probably doing crafting, storytelling, and talking to people, then I'm on this guy's channel once in a great while, doing other stories or getting interviewed or grilled or being thrown into some kind of unique kind of one shot. Yes, I did scream in space. They heard and I survived. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. But if I'm not on his channel, then I'm here either surviving, dodging, telling a story, or going, who hugged you and why am I in this mess? Thank you for your attention.
I got hugged by somebody with a lot of spikes on their armor, so it kind of hurt, and that's why I'm like this.
Sure, Mama, I don't think you have spikes, do you?
No, it wasn't Mama who did it.
Well, she's the one who currently hugs you.
No, but I do have flying elbows.
She does have those in her sleep. She does throw elbows in her sleep, And let me tell you, it's a hell of a way to wake
Fuck
up.
around, find out.
Yeah.
You deserved it.
Hell of a way to
Get
wake up.
hands,
every
we throw
time.
elbows.
So much that last night I woke up in the middle of the night. I was literally laying on the edge of the bed and partially on my own nightstand.
Because the middle of the bed is my side.
Because apparently she decided to take over my side of the bed, and in my sleep state, I wanted to avoid the elbows.
Do not shame her for practicing Muay Thai fighting.
That's right.
She was doing MMA before it was MMA.
I know. In my sleep, no doubt. I'm fucking skilled.
Yep.
Mama martial arts. It's
Yep.
Mama martial arts.
Yep. So definitely check out Junie. If you're on our Discord, you'll get notified when she goes live. The only other one on our friends that's in this stream is Ravnos Archon. Ravnos, what you got going on?
Hi, everybody. I do TTRPG stuff here on my own channel on Twitch. Right now, I'm going through an interview series where I'm interviewing people in the community, in the hobby that I've been honored to work with. And this week on Monday coming up, I'm actually going to be talking to a friend of mine who is one of the creators for Paradigm Entertainment, who is responsible for the award-winning Arcanus setting of Dungeons and Dragons. So that's going to be a really fun interview.
What game you making to make characters for?
Vason.
Ooh, that's the German one, right?
I'm so interested in that one.
Yeah. One of the big things
so
about the
good.
interview series is that you must not have been able to play the game. You must not have played or run the game before. And with the season finale guest, it was a little bit hard. I had to come up with a bunch of games that I had to be like, which one of these have you not?
If you hate him, make a character for Powers and Perils. Of course, if you read the books, you hate yourself.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. But
That's an Avalon Hill game, and that should tell you all you need to know.
It does. If I'm not there, I'm over here on Wednesdays, and I'm still trying to figure out how to get my foot in the door on Fridays. So
you're coming. Don't worry, you're coming.
Easy, champ.
We got you covered, just not yet. I got too much other fucked up shit I'm doing to you. Your level of fucked up shit's later. You know? Don't need to pile on anymore right now. They got enough bad problems. So our other two friends that are not in the stream, but you'll catch them on Friday nights, Psychoshire, she plays Margot McAllister on Friday nights. The Tremere, you can go over to her channel. She streams Arc Raiders, Dune, and Cyberpunk here lately. So go check her out. Or the bard of our channel, Cirque Lunicus, he plays Simon on Friday nights, the one who is currently experiencing the most fucked up shit targeting him in Vampire. You should go check him out on Cirque Lunicus' channel. He does dance some nights, sometimes art, sometimes video games. Whatever he does, he does. So you can go check that out. And again, if you're on our Discord, you get notified when your friends go live. You want to get you some studio merch? Hey, pop over to our merch store. There's some talk in Zoom here about merch ideas. We'll see if that happens. It might happen, might not. We'll see. Yeah, that's some funny. They're shipping some people already tonight, damn it. Got it? They're going to be shipping people. So you should go check that out. And of course, make sure you sign in because we've got some adult stuff. And, it's the internet. You have to sign in to see any kind of swear words. Can't have fuck running around without, you signing in first. I don't know why. You want to give something to the players? Look, bits of donations. They go to the players, not to the studio. It's a way for you to give something to the players for all the effort they put in. And let me tell you, this cast right here has been amazing. Seriously to have. If you want to support the studio, pop over to our Ko-fi, subscribe on Twitch to get rid of ads because fuck ads in a TTRPG stream. If you've got Prime, you could use your Prime to subscribe and then you get it without actually paying anything out of your pocket. And of course, look, money's tight. Don't spend money you don't have. The economy is fucked. I know the economy's fucked because I know what it costs to feed this household, and it's not pretty. So, look, a way to support the studio without paying any money is to go to our YouTube channel, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification icon, and maybe if you do that and drive up the search ratings enough, we'll get more people in. Maybe we'll make more than $33 in a month, and I'll be able to buy some nail polish because I just realized I never put my nail polish on, so I have two nails, or some of my nails have nail polish, some don't because it broke all off in other places. And, Mooncat's not cheap nail polish, and, got to replace it all again. Seriously, though, don't give us money if you don't have it. Just comment on the video because I would rather see more people come into the studio and join us at the tables and share stories with us. Because I don't think we'll ever make a living. We'll never replace mine or Mama's pay with this. Let me tell you, never. So it is what it is.
Not even close.
Yeah, not even close. It's just the way it is. And of course, now Mama can give you the schedule.
Alrighty. So wait a minute. Let me pull it up.
I know they're playing this weekend because it's July. They play every weekend in July.
That's right. They are playing every weekend in July, but we're not on Saturday yet. Today's Wednesday, motherfuckers.
Always
nothing happens on Friday nights. It's okay.
So thank you for joining us, everyone, for this session of Vampire the Masquerade Dark Ages, the Convention of Thorns. And Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, join Shanky and his crew of neonates as they deal with Sabbat shenanigans and other threats like a marauder that's like batshit cuckoo crazy over two of the members of the coterie. And literally, what else do we have? Oh, yeah, there's a blood hunt on Simon Sire. That's not going to fuck him at all. Not at all. Nobody's mentioned that yet, that it's gonna fuck him. If it becomes known that that's his sire, it's gonna fuck him.
Oh, you know, I would never plan something like that to happen.
Yeah, you do. All the time. As is obvious with this coterie, because they refuse to not engage with shit, okay?
They engage. Every story thread I throw out there, they follow. I fucking love it. I love every second of it.
They literally push every fucking button along the way, okay?
At least one of them. I throw anything out there, at least one of them will push it. Every time. And I love it.
I'm so glad I'm just a guest character, because I would not want to herd those cats, okay? So that's Friday night. And it's difficult enough playing their Mola. But literally... So join them Friday night as they do more shenanigans. And then we have Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. You're going to see your Rennie here again. And maybe Inkblood Demon? Maybe?
Better be.
What? Yeah.
Maybe Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern with Tiss and her crew of intrepid investigators.
I will be there.
Awesome, awesome. And they are going to do all the stuff that gets them that Cthulhu mythos, because that's the whole point of the game. Okay?
I'm a habitual button presser, Mama,
yes,
and you know that because you
must
played
be a button
that game
presser
with
for
me.
Call of Cthulhu, because the whole
It doesn't
point
work.
is
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work if you play it too straight. Okay, you have to go in wanting chaos, because chaos is going to happen.
You just find a way to justify it.
And it's completely justified. You read the books, but you read them out loud.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna screw over
so that way the
everyone, screw over
incantations just
everyone.
happen. Okay.
Well, last time somebody just started spouting out stuff, he got married to a fish. So.
You know,
I
that's the way
saved
it
your
goes.
ass.
I mean, I have played Call of the Sea. It's not all that bad to be married to a fish person, okay?
Hey, they're slandering me. I saved lives.
At least you know she's gonna flop around in the bed and be active. It's okay.
Okay, that's fucked up. You're canceled. But yeah,
I'm always canceled. I've canceled myself more times than this. Come on.
That should have been an inside thing. You shouldn't have put that out.
No,
in the
my
world,
inside
okay?
thing was making a dead fish joke.
Yeah, no.
Well, the inside thing was never mind.
Stop. Anyway, that's Saturday. Then Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we are back here with more fucking bullshit at this convention. Like, this is fucked up. Mario is Augustine's son.
He's also mortal.
He's also
not covered.
He's a ghoul.
Not covered.
Nope, but neither is Hardestats.
Not covered by the rules of the Elysia. Hardestat did not bring his ghouls.
Somebody did in his entourage. Somebody did.
Did he bring his entourage?
Did he?
His entourage is Karsh.
Uh-huh. That's all right. Karsh will be off these grounds one day.
If nothing else, Karsh's weapons and property can
because
just
I know
disappear.
what I'm doing with my banked up XP.
And I can tell you right now, Hardestat was in the main meeting hall the whole time.
Of course he was, but Karsh wasn't.
Karsh
and
has
it's
only been in there once
obvious
or twice.
with the wounds that it's Karsh. Obvious.
And I'll tell you now, good luck if you plan to try to kill Karsh at this convention.
No. I don't have to kill him. I don't have to kill him because I'm about to get something that will take care of him when the time comes.
I'm just saying.
I can just suck his ass into the abyss.
I've seen his
Good
stats.
luck.
It's fucking crazy. So, and as always, everybody, as we're ending these streams, mental health, it's not a joke. It's not a laughing matter. Please take your mental health seriously and take the mental health of others seriously. Check in on those around you. Make sure they're okay. A lot of people are not. A lot of people are very good at masking because, look, as someone who suffers from mental health issues, I'm good at masking. I hide it, but not okay. You can picture me as that duck. It's all calm and peaceful on top of the water. And in my brain, I'm paddling like hell under the water trying to keep afloat, okay? So check in, make sure they're okay. Be that kind word. Just somebody say, hey, everything all right? And look, if you suffer from mental health issues, I want you to reach out to your support network. And I know it's tough to do that, but I'd like you to at least try. And if you don't feel you can look in chat right now. There's a list of numbers. You can call or text 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There'll be someone on the other end of the line who can help you out. That'll be that lifeline you need because mental health is health. And if you're not in the U.S. or you're in crisis, go to findahelpline.com. You can just a couple clicks for your country of origin to get all the helplines you need. Because look, mental health is health, and while it's okay to not be okay, and I know you have to hear this every week, I'm going to continue to say it every week. We want you to take care of yourselves. And now Mama can bring some fire and brimstone down as this is going to be the earliest these episodes, well, depending on Mama's fire and brimstone section, might be the earliest we've gotten out of here during these streams.
It ain't going to take that long because I ain't got it in me tonight. Literally, take care of your mental well-being. And yes, findahelpline.com is a wonderful site. It's very quick to navigate. I've recently tested it out. It is amazing. Seriously, go there if you need help. And it's never wrong to need help, okay? You are not a burden to those who wish to help you. Period. Okay? Make sure you're also taking care of your physical well-being. Take your meds, drink your water, get some sunshine when you can, but also make sure you're wearing a minimum of SPF 50 because skin cancer sucks, and if you're more melanated than me, it's harder to detect it early. Yeah. So wear the SPF, even if it's cloudy that day, okay? Because UV don't matter. Don't fucking matter. All right? And also, make sure you get your vaccines. Please. This time of year, COVID picks back up due to socialization and vacations and all that kind of stuff where you're around a bunch of people. Just like around the holidays in the wintertime, it picks up again because you're socializing around a bunch of people. So please get vaccinated. Get other vaccines if you're due. If you don't know if you're due or not, ask your primary care provider to do a titer on you. It's a blood draw to find out if you have immunity, okay? And they can test titers for multiple things. Real easy, okay? Also, if you're responsible for minor children, make sure that you get them vaccinated. It is real fucking important to vaccinate the kids. Childhood illnesses that are vaccine preventable now used to kill children, used to maim them, literally cause them lifetime disability, sterilize them, or kill them.
And if you have a newborn, get the vitamin K shot, please.
Please.
Newborns are dying now because parents are refusing to get them the vitamin K shot.
That part. The fuck?
Saw a thing on it today, an article about it. Doctors are complaining that the anti-vaxxers are refusing the vitamin K shots and babies are dying.
Fuck. So much blood is on this administration's hands. So much blood. If you voted for this motherfucking Republican Party that's in control right now, fuck right off. If you voted third party in the last presidential election because you thought you were protesting, you didn't save a single Gazan soul. Fuck right off. If you abstained from voting in the last presidential election because more people abstained, more people could not vote for a woman of color over Donald Trump and just didn't vote at all, your racist ass can fuck off too. For the rest of us, participate in your primary process. It's important. That's when you get to pick who you want. You may not have the person you want get on the ballot, but at least you get to try to pick who you want. It's the only time you really get to try to pick who you want. So participate in it and try to pick the best candidates possible, okay? And then when it comes time for November, midterm elections, I've seen really good turnout for Democrats over the primaries. It's been great. And special elections and stuff. It's been great. Democrats out in the country are literally fired the fuck up because we see the fucking fascism. We have literal Nazis on our fucking national lawn for the 4th of July. That's what we had. Those guys in the white fucking mask bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking Nazis, white supremacists. Yeah. So literally, it's real important we turn up for the midterm election and take control over fucking House and Senate for Democrats, and hopefully with a wide enough margin that we can actually overturn presidential vetoes. Because that's the only way we're going to be able to hold the administration accountable. Quite frankly, that's the only way. So it is so fucking important that every fucking person that's going to vote Democrat fucking votes. I really hope we see numbers of votes come in this November that blow the fucking records off for midterm elections. But be aware, if you're voting the day of, if you live in a Democrat city in a Republican-controlled state, there may be feds waiting at your polling places.
You've already said that he plans to send election observers from the federal government to
I've told y'all how many months now?
There's
how
like
many
4
months?
Democratic cities that he's planning to do it to. He said flat out they're going to send observers.
Right, to snatch people that look like they're...
Or to throw out their votes as soon as they can.
Or throw out their votes as soon as they get them. But that they can't do. That they actually can't do.
They can't do a lot of things he's been doing.
I know.
And they do them anyway.
I know. But literally, yeah, they shouldn't be able to even access the votes. So, but because voting is a state-run thing, not a fucking federal. Anyway, make sure that you vote early if you can. If you have the ability to get a mail-in ballot, that you get that if your state allows it. If your state doesn't allow it and you have to vote in person on the day of, just be very fucking aware and careful, okay? Please. Look out for one another. If you're protesting, be aware. Be safe as you can. They are literally assaulting and killing protesters and arresting protesters for asserting their First Amendment rights to peacefully protest and free speech. And they don't care because...
They killed another one today.
Yeah, they killed another one today.
Claiming he tried to run him over.
Yeah.
And every other time they've claimed that, the video has come out and showed them backing away from the ICE agents, not pulling towards them, but trying to run them over by backing away.
Right, because they don't care. They're going to keep doing it. And if it's a person of color, oh, that's not even important.
Oh, it was a Mexican national this time.
Yeah, so that's not important. They'll brush that right under the rug because, you know, people of color aren't treated with dignity here in this country. Period. Women aren't treated with dignity. You know, the one that shot Renee Good still hasn't been fucking dealt with.
Wasn't even put on suspension.
Not even on suspension.
Neither one of them.
Yeah. Or the nurse, the male nurse. No. None of them. So really, they don't give a shit. If you're just not part of the fucking fascist regime, you're a target. Yeah. So be careful, y'all. Look out for your neighbors. Look out for, you know, people you love. And with all that said, have a good night.
And I do thank everyone for coming. This has been a fun ride. We still got 3 more episodes left. Yep. and we'll see what's coming up next. Good night, everybody.